Have you reached a point in your life where you're no longer interested in playing a game of emotional tug of war with people? Are you tired of this same split energy? If so, in this video, I'm going to talk about the impact of resistance and what you can do to overcome it. Welcome to the Agile Leader with me, Pia Fitzgerald, where I provide tools for increasing confidence, connection, and collaboration. Today's magic R is resistance. Allow me to elevate your mind when it comes to resistance and relationships. When we think about resistance, conflict often comes to mind. And we think about conflict, we're usually thinking about man versus self, man versus society, man versus technology, and man versus nature. But today, I want to talk about man versus man in regards to conflict, resistance in relationships. Relationships, resistance, conflict, they all go hand in hand because people are peoply. However, a lot of your resistance generated around relationships is not because of the people, because people are not the problem. The problem is the problem. And the problem when it comes to relationships and resistance often comes from worrying about what will other people think. Many times we experience conflict from people because we're consumed with the what will people think blues. Yes, the what will people think blues. But I have to be honest with you, what other people think about you is none of your business. I think I need to say that again. What other people think about you is none of your business. It's revelatory, right? Their thoughts are not your business, just like your thoughts are none of theirs. Think about it for a second. What other people think about you and the choices you make and the decisions you make or the things you say is really none of your business. So one way to reduce unnecessary resistance in your life is to, here it is, mind your own business. MYOB. How about that? But then I also want you to think about times when you said yes when you should have said no, because that's another reason why you experience resistance in relationships. Always saying yes when you should say no. Think about that for a second. Think about the last time you've done that. See, when you do that, you're compromising yourself. You're compromising yourself in order to please someone else because, again, you were concerned with the what will other people think blues. So therefore, when you constantly compromise yourself, you're concerned about these other voices, you're creating resistance, you're splitting your energy. And all that resistance is this negative energy that you have to keep pushing up against to make things happen. And you don't have time for that. You don't have energy for that. And you're better than that. We want you to, as much as possible, be able to reduce that resistance. We want you to be in a place to do things, to just be in a place where your heart is always leaping. Okay? You can look at resistance a little differently because not all resistance is bad. You can look at it as contrast. And contrast can be helpful. Okay? Not just necessarily, it may be a little annoying, but it can help you. Contrast is designed to get you to look a little deeper, to consider something that you may not have seen before. It's designed to pop things out, make things more visible. In fact, my makeup is a palette of contrast. It adds a little spice to Dr. P. Fitzy. When you can use resistance in a way that works in your favor, you'll be able to reduce the negative energy around it. So in order to do that, to get, more comfortable with reducing that resistance, I want you to try something. The next time you find yourself in a place where you're experiencing this conflict due to this, this resistance, you just pushback, if you will, I want you to ask yourself, I want you to go for 5 for 5. Ask yourself this. Will this matter 5 hours from now? Will this matter 5 days from now? Will this matter 5 weeks from now? 5 months from now? Or even 5 years from now? If the problem that's causing resistance is not going to really matter at some point soon or even later, release it. Let it go. So this week, what I want you to do is just as a practice, I want you to be mindful of when you're experiencing this resistance and ask yourself, do the 5 for 5? And the main thing Mind your own business. Now, allow me to reduce any more resistance before we end with a little chuckle. You ready? Why did gyms have the most rebels? Because they do a lot of resistance training. I love that one. Oh, I got to give you another one. Here's another one. Well, maybe not. We'll save it for another video. Maybe my joke created even more resistance instead of reducing it. So let me go ahead and end it here, folks. If you found a useful tip in this video, or if I warmed the cockles of your heart, I would appreciate you hitting the like button and sharing feedback in the comments. And remember to subscribe to help bring more valuable content designed to enhance your personal and professional development. Thank you for watching and have a winning week.